How much are your haters getting paid off of you? Welcome to Exquisite Nation. All right, guys, we're back in for another day. We're about to get motivated. And today our focus is on attention. Paying attention and not paying attention. I want you guys to focus in on the things that matter. There's so many distractions out there, so many things that don't matter. And I want you to reimagine your attention itself. Reimagine your attention itself as if it were currency, because it is. Your attention is like currency, and when you're paying attention to these things that are important, or to things that annoy you, or to things that are oppressive towards you, you are feeding them. You're feeding into it. That is a phrase for a reason, because these things are growing with your attention. A lot of you people complain daily about different things, and if you notice, the stuff you complain about, it gets magnified, and the stuff that you are ignoring, it seems so small in your life. When you shift that focus, if you've started gratitude journaling, you have noticed that once you shifted your focus to the positive, that has started growing and amplifying within your life. So right now we're talking about shrinking those things that are negative, and we're going to reclaim our precious attention and put it somewhere that matters. A lot of you people have people who are active within your different neighborhoods, in your communities, and you're not paying any attention to them, but you pay attention to the people who are doing negative things within your communities, within your neighborhoods. Um, as far as YouTube goes, and some of these other platforms that let you upload videos, I'll let you fill in the blank on that one. There are people who are stealing content from other creators on a daily basis. And what are you doing to combat that? Are you tuning in and sharing videos from your favorite creators who are creating original content? Are you sharing their work? Are you watching their work? Are you liking, commenting on their work? Or are you over there on this thief's page, commenting on their videos, sharing their videos? Even if you're talking trash about them, you are still paying attention, and that attention is monetized because they're getting those views. So that's just one example where we can see how we are filling and lining the pockets of these people we don't like with money. We are supporting their lifestyle. We are enabling them to go out there and steal from more people. So we have to reclaim that attention, that time and attention we're putting into these people, and put it into those that matter. And this is not just online or on these apps. This is within your everyday life. Some of you have loved ones who need your time and attention, but you spend so much time on social media, looking at these haters, seeing what they're doing, and a lot of this is turning you into a hater. Refocus your time and attention to your family, your friends, those people in your life who really matter. Um, Honestly, if you're not trying to learn something new, like we talked about the other day, you need to be shutting down that social media, those apps, focusing on your life, your actual life. You can't keep paying out all that attention to everyone else and not paying any attention to yourself. That's just like a bank account. If you keep spending money without putting something in, you're constantly swiping your debit card, you're going to be in the negative. And just like your bank account, if you're operating within a negative, you're going to have overdraft fees. Overdraft fees every time you swipe that card and you have $0 in that account, you're getting another overdraft fee. And I want you to visualize this and apply it to your life. You're already in the negative and you keep swiping that card every time you're paying attention to something that is not important. Your life is getting more and more in disarray. And you see this a lot with these. If you watch like documentaries on people who like to stalk people, there are videos on it on YouTube. You will see that the more they zero in on that person that they are stalking, the more their life is in a shambles. Yes, paying attention to other people at the expense of yourself, it is charging interest on you. You are going in a negative. You're getting those overdraft fees on your life, on your actual life. And I want you to really let that sink in, visualize it, because some of you might have trouble visualizing. That's why I recommend you to watch some of these documentaries on people who stalk. They have gone full force into paying out attention and living in a deficit when it comes to their own personal lives. They go from living in a home to camping out so they can be close by this person that they are stalking. That is so unbalanced, and it's why a lot of them end up dead or in prison because they are paying out all this attention to the next person. And if this person survives, because sometimes stalking incidents do turn deadly, if this person survives, they now have a good story that they can tell and they can monetize off of you because you have paid in all this attention to their life. Um, there have been a lot of people who write books about things like this. That is a monetization opportunity. Not trying to make it sound like being stalked is a gift or anything like that, because it is a torment, it is a terror. I have experienced it myself. But just about anything that happens to you that is highlighting a struggle, has a clear cut enemy, you can make a good story off of that and monetize it. Not everyone is comfortable with telling their story. I get that. I really don't want to go into details about mine, and that is my right. But if you do, you want to go out here and write a book about your experience, go ahead. Somebody did this to you. You should be able to go out here, write a book about it, monetize that experience, because, after something happens to you, it is your own. I really do believe that. Moving right along, though, focus your attention. Be intentional with what you are giving your attention to. There should be no one out there who is getting more attention than your personal life. You cannot give from a deficit. I know a lot of you have heard the saying, you cannot pour from an empty cup. A lot of us have children, and if you're really honest with yourself, the relationship you have with your children is a direct relationship that of what you have with yourself. If you're neglecting yourself, that neglect is going to seep over into your relationships with your children and with other people. And especially if you have children, you don't want them to learn that habit of neglecting self-care from you. They're looking to you for an example. Whenever you are pouring that attention into yourself, you are better to be a you are more able to be a better person and a better example for those in your lives that you care about and that you care for. So don't cheat yourself and don't cheat other people by cheating yourself, because they're not getting the you that is at that optimal level. Okay? I want you to get that through your head, because a lot of you are running around saying that you love other people more than you love your life itself. You're saying you love people more than you love yourself, and that's just not true, because that love you give is going to be a direct reflection of what you have for yourself, whether you realize it or not. This is just like a bank account, guys. I want you to get that in your head. You are in a deficit. When you're living in a deficit, all you can give is deficit. It's going to be lacking. What you give out is going to be lacking in any way, in some type of way, shape, or form. It's going to be lacking. You cannot write these checks for attention if your account is in overdraft. You cannot write these checks for love to your loved ones if your account is in overdraft. So if you are saying you love someone more than you love yourself, you are lying to yourself and to that person. You are cheating yourself and that person. That check is gonna bounce, guys. So pay attention to what matters. Pay attention to what's important. Ignore these people who are out here spreading negativity and they're making you feel some type of way with their messages and stuff. Ignore that and start focusing more on the messages that are serving you, that are building you up, that are helping you achieve your goals. Consume information that's helping you achieve your goals, and focus more on yourself and your relationship with self, so that you can be a better person for the people that really matter in your life. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a good day, and I hope you took this message in, because this is so, so important to your success, to your relationships, to everything. All right, guys.